You're live now.
All right. Assalamu alaikum. One more time. Assalamu alaikum. How the black family doing tonight? I pray all is well in the belly of the beast. Good to be here tonight. As I always say, good to be seen. But as usual, I'm gonna open up a prayer. Popkeys, I don't wait for nobody to come in person. That be in time and on time. When that mothership show up, time to depart. That be in time and on time. And I hope you got the right password when it comes that time in order to get on that damn ship. Otherwise, you're gonna be some fuel for the fire. Bottom line. Especially those that want to submit. But let me get into this prayer. La wakba, la wakba, la wakba. Bismillah rahman rahim. In the most holy name of Almighty God Allah, who came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, the great Mahdi, who was to come and has come to restore we who were lost from our own kingdom of Islam and to destroy those who have destroyed us. God, our God, O Allah, we are thy people. Deliver us from our murders, we serve and obey thee all the days of our lives. And we will teach our children to submit to thee, to that unequaled love and mercy for thou. And thanks to you, O Allah, for making manifest to us, our enemy, the devil. And help us, O Allah, to live the life and die the death of a Muslim. I bear witness no God but thee, and I bear witness most honorable, humble Elijah Muhammad is your last and greatest apostle. Thank you, Allah, for this day. And O Allah, may you remove the heart of the devil from thee as well as the black nation. Thank you, Allah, for coming. Thank the great Imams for preparing you and sending you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And may this evil, sinful, wicked, and accursed devil be destroyed. In particular, what he has done to your people, Allah. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Assalamu alaikum, black people in America, ultimately across this planet. But everybody on the planet need to hear the message of the most honorable, humble Elijah Muhammad. And you should get to know the black man, woman, and child in America. Because we shall rule. Say it again. We shall come into divine rule with Allah Himself. It's already been prophesied, and everything is in motion to bring that about. God never lies. Period. Only one lying is those that have been made by the devil. But this time is up, black folks. It's good to be here tonight on this Monday night. You know, we have our Savior celebration, day celebration coming up this week, starting on Friday through Sunday. We'll be headed up north, headed to Chicago. That's our day. That's our day. That's all these holidays that the white man got y'all wrapped up in. That's our day. That is our day, the time the Savior came and raised up the honorable Elijah Muhammad and is here to destroy the wicked ones that have destroyed us. And it's a good celebration. You got Muslims and people come from all over the world. Gonna be in Chicago. And we share brotherhood, sisterhood. Everybody speaking, assalamu alaikum, brother. Happy Sabbath day. Good to see you, brother. see you, sister. Get a chance to reconnect with people that you know, different parts of the country. You got good food. You're gonna get the knowledge. You're gonna get truth. They have workshops. You know, we just take Chicago over. It belongs to us this weekend. Understand what I'm saying? Take over time. You know, so for those that can make it, I would suggest you come. But if you haven't made proper plans, might be a little too late for you. But that's all right. One day, one day soon, we'll all be on the same accord with the will of Allah. You know, and they'll get away from a lot of this this so-called religious banging of beliefs. We'll get unhooked from this false teachings that's been given to us and this religion that was imposed on us by the slave master through slavery. But the thing is, black people have come to a better understanding where we can really sit down and think. And you got to realize, you know, we were given a religion up under duress. We were given a religion where we weren't free at all to, we didn't have no movement, freedom of expression. We didn't have control of our own life, our own identity, none of that. Knowledge, all that was taken away from us. But we strive. We strive, came through all of that, brothers and sisters. It's our time now. Allah is on the scene. We have great men and women that's come through this 400 years, slavery, suffering, and death, standing up in America, teaching and training our people. We have our great minister, Farrakhan. Everybody looking forward to hearing from him. But I'm not going to be entertained. That's not the way I move. Because I know the brother has a divine message to give to the black man, woman, and child, and ultimately the whole world. For the day and time that we living in. You say this is the war Armageddon is on, and it is. It's been on for some time. And that big war Armageddon is on the inside of the black man, woman, and child to decide on which way they're going to go. Are we going to ride with God? Or are we going to ride with the devil? That's the question. But you had to answer that yourself. You had to make a choice. Black people, we the best of the best. What I want to do, then I'm going to give you some actual facts tonight. I think it'll help you. And you need to know the real estate of your planet because it's ours. And I was listening to the minister today, and he was teaching on the so-called unidentified flying objects that's all over the cities of America now. You see them everywhere. And he had made this particular tape probably in the 90s. But it's right on time and in time right now. And he was talking about how they should open up Roswell, have all the scientists come in and investigate and look what Allah has revealed to them. Allah wanted to manifest his power and show the world that he's here now. Where they can come in and study some of the technology that would help benefit the planet. But you know, they don't have it in them to do that. What they have done is try to take some of this technology and use it for themselves and keep it from the rest of the planet, first and foremost. But the mothership, like the minister was saying, is a military machine like no other that's ever been on our planet. But it's here to do war. He's here to do war and destroy the guilty blue eyes. And I must also say, a lot of us will not make it through the hereafter because we don't really want to submit. We just want to do our thing. You don't look at creation and in awe and appreciation, all that you see, all that you have the ability to partake in. But you've been so indoctrinated by this world, you become so arrogant. You know, we just think that we can just do what we want without any cause and effect. But this is the way we've been trained and conditioned to think. Most of us, not all of us, because I wouldn't be here for you tonight. And other thousands and hundreds of thousands, millions of people across the planet that have received this message and standing on it. This is the best time to be alive, to be honest about it. Then you got to learn how to, you got to appreciate life. Say it again. You got to appreciate life. You woke up this morning. Some of us might have woke up in a better conditions, state of mind than others. But the fact you woke up, whatever your situation might be bad, might be terrible. But you had the opportunity to deal with it and to come through it. Black people, this is what this is all about. Will you be tempted to turn your back on yourself? Go look in that mirror. Look at yourself. Did you create yourself? Is the question. How did the food, the animals, the water, the plants, the trees, and the air that we breathe get here? Look at your babies. Say, all praise due to Allah. If you have a husband, all praise due to Allah. If you got a wife, all praise due to Allah. We, in the environment, we constantly being bombarded with all this negativity, all the things that's happening to us in the belly of the beast. But once you get wise, you understand and you know what to expect from this world that we've been placed in. The thing is not to get captured by this world. But all those little shiny things that they're shining in front of us, all this false information that's being displayed and given to us, all the trickeration, all the demasculation that's being constantly being bombarded with feminine men with pink and tights on. And this is the work of the beast. He's working on us day and night. They have a secret campaign that they got together and imposed on the black people in America, trying to decrease our population. And especially our men, talk about this black man for a minute, because We have sold out in a lot of ways for things. And they got you on display with your little feminine selves. You understand? What I'm trying to tell you, black folks, but you gonna wish you standing upright when that time comes. You're gonna have to change. We got black, white men with white minds with black skin all over America, working with the devil. We have illnesses all over the black nation caused by stress. We got a good percentage of the black males locked up in the penitentiaries of America on purpose. As you all know, we got a terrorist organization that wears blue uniforms, basically, that's terrorizing the black community. They don't want you to know your history. So what? Y'all wasn't teaching us a damn thing anyway. Keep that crap. Understand what I'm saying? We need to be more productive. Get out of being highly reactive to everything that the white man do. Y'all say y'all play chess, but hell, he making all the moves. I've never played chess personally, but I play it in life. Understand that I'm good at it. Understand, because I hadn't had a lot of time, you know, for a lot of games once upon a time. But it's our time now to come from the bottom to the top. I'm give you some of your actual facts. I'm not going to hold you long tonight. But I want to say this, you know, we have I just like to speak on Minister Farrakhan for a minute, because the brother, I call him a great man, because you know why? Because I know what it takes to do the job that this brother done did for all these years. Coming in front of the black nation and the whole world and speaking truth to power. Trying to raise up a dead man and woman. Don't you know how difficult that job is? Bring a dead man, woman, and child to life and to run a nation and an organization. You got open enemies constantly threatening you. You got to do everything right and exact. This is no days off. This is 24/7. You have your own people, a lot of them against you as well, because a lot of them lack understanding as it relates to the teaching of the Honorable Muhammad Elijah Muhammad. But we all come to know in a minute who's who. But you know, a lot of races who he pleases. Honorable Elijah Muhammad has always been right in the sack on everything that he said going to come about. But the thing is, he got to be God's man. Allah has him in front of us. You cut off anything on the internet, they try to keep him off. He all over now. Even though they tried to ban him, YouTube and all these other media outlets. You see how Allah works, he all over. You know, there's a lot of pressure that comes with that job. 99.9% of you all in this audience couldn't do that job. Understand? Command respect. Have leadership that other men and women can respect. Understand? A lot of things that come back on your families that they have to deal with that you all don't know about. People plotting your demise. You even got people that's in the nation. Everything will be exposed very, very shortly. So I have a lot of respect for the brother, because I know that's a large man. Understand what I'm trying to tell you? Regardless of what anyone else has to say, I know how Allah works with his man or his people, the one that he put out front. And this little man from Sanderville, Georgia, shall go down in the annals of history for producing great men and women in America against all odds. Now we stand before you, teaching truth, power, striving to knock out falsehood and wake our people up so we can get active and start execute on the knowledge that we have. We starting from the bottom, but we coming to the top. You got to believe in yourself. You got to honor yourself. Each one teach one. Train your minds up. Protect your temple, your body. Put the right foods in it. Have the right thoughts. Understand? And get on your mission. Get on your mission because the great war is here now. I would suggest you all get your emergency supply kits up. Things could flip overnight. Be shortage in everything, food, water. At least you can have it in the home. You have plenty of water, plenty of goods in the home to sustain the hit. They say at least going to be 3 years of good hardship. Understand what I'm saying? You've been warned. All of us need to take heed of what's coming about. And be careful following these integrationists because they're going to lead you to your doom. They applaud one another and pat one another on the back, give one another accolades, having us integrate into a burning house that they don't want us in. We trying to force our way into another man's house. Talking about we Americans, are we? Are we Americans? You should ask yourself that question. Because at every turn now, you have people that's trying to stop us from progressing. Period. Every time we seem like we making a little progress, they make a counter move. Push us back. And the only reason they can do that is because we don't have enough belief in ourselves to get the job done. Because you don't have enough strong leadership out here in front of you that they put on these platforms and in the media and on TV. You know, and it gets kind of redundant and it gets sad to listen to our people. And I hear a lot of elderly people, though. They staunch integrationists. I see how they applaud Mr. Sharpton. But his job is to work for white America to keep us in line and to keep us integrating into a dying system. He good. Understand what I'm saying? His family is good. He got access to the politicians, the evil ones. And I just have to speak the truth, tell the truth like it is. But he can be useful. But he can't keep serving master. Understand? He's doing the best he can with what he knows. But we're not going into the white man's house anymore. period. You'll never see another black man sitting in the White House again at all. That was just a sign by law to let you know it's your time. You will sit in the seat of power. But you got to get your minds right. Not going to have a little devil coming behind the big devil, ruling the whole world the same damn way. Not going to happen, black folks. There's so much that we have to do collectively. That's where our power is at, on a collective basis. And the highest order in the universe is the brotherhood of man, period. So let's come up out of this foolishness and start executing a program that can advance us. So we don't have to be worried about what somebody else gonna do to us or what they did or what law they making. What are they denying us? How can we continue to live up under those type of conditions? And you're supposed to be free. You're supposed to have your own mind, but you've been raised to think like a child. Looking at, I haven't finished it all actually, the high level conversation that 19 Keys did with the Red Pill. Very, very good conversation. But everybody, see, every time something come out, we always fearful of what it's going to turn into. Well, first and foremost, anything the white man invent, you know how he's going to use it. It's not going to be for the good of humanity. It's for how he is able to come in and oppress society at large. And one thing I did hear that 19 Keys said was very profound. He said, you know, with the AI, he said, in another generation, that generation really won't even know how to think for itself. Because all they had to do is put the information in and program the AI intelligence to produce what they want. You don't have to think. You understand what I'm trying to say? Black folks. But I'm like this. I don't care what y'all got. Say it again. I don't care what you come up with. There's no greater intelligence than the mind of the original man, natural intelligence. Understand? Because all the white man did was put his mind, thoughts, and ways and took all this data and input it and all this type of stuff, come up with an algorithm, understand? And put it into his artificial intelligence. So you know it's gonna be off. It ain't gonna really serve humanity at all. But as they were stating, Red Pill and Brill, but it's an opportunity for us to get ahead of the curve. That's all we want to do is start running out front, black folks, instead of running behind all the damn time. Understand? Maybe we can use it as a problem solver to advance the black nation and get ahead and get us some wealth as well. We need land more than anything so we can grow, produce, and manufacture our own stuff. We got to take your minds back. We need to set up our own school systems. We have so much to do. A lot of should have been done already, but we've been waiting on that mystery God. Y'all been waiting, worrying about Donald Trump. Well, he's that one individual that was put in front of you, but they got 76 million white folks and some more beside to think just like him. Because you remove one, that don't make no difference. You still got 400 million on the planet right now. War is here. Oh yes, everything is heating up. Everything is heating up. And all we do is get fearful and get upset, worry about what's next. We don't exert our economic power at all. And when we use our mind, we're using it for the white man. Stay sick all the time. Most of our people sick, oppressed, depressed, stressed out. All the categories that they have on heart attacks and cancer and stroke, we leading in all of them. We dying faster than anybody in America. Getting more diseases than anybody in America. I mean, every damn category, whatever category that is, black folks is running out front. Our physiology is totally different from the white man, but you go to the hospital, you call yourself treating you his way because all these scientific studies have been done, most of them are Caucasian. Need their own hospitals, own trained up doctors. They've been donating, trying to get rid of cancer for a long damn time. Haven't made any progress. But you see small snippets of where you have black professional scientists and doctors is coming up with cures for various disease, but you never hear about it. They won't let them come to the forefront because this is a capitalist society. Your grief is the white man's game. It's big business, period. And all you had to do is look at the COVID-19 pandemic, and you can see how many people have benefited from that. Got richer. This is what the capitalist society is a cancer. It eats itself up. And you got to be evil to make it successful. Now you entertainers and they go to Hollywood and get in the sport and play. You know what goes on behind the scenes. A lot of injustice is taking place. But what I want to touch on a little bit, I'm going to go into some of the actual facts. But I want to touch on a little bit on the causes of illnesses because we need to get healthy. We need to get our minds right. Black people, we suffer. In a lot of cases, we don't have to suffer. We just got used to carrying all of this around and don't know how to get it up off of us. That's it, black folks. You've been sucked into that black hole and you're stuck in there. Can't see your way out. It says the causes of illness. Just touch on a little bit of it. The causes of illness. It said, are they edible is the question. Or they like chickens and cows and fruits is the question. None of the animals are used for food. This was the question. Some of the plants are edible. All the prototype plants used for food are called the tree of life. They're used by the leaders to prolong their life beyond the normal. They said, they said, in the days before the white man came on the planet, they said the lifespan at least 7,000 years. And the question is, can anyone really live that long? Is the question. It said, believe it, you soon witness it. Listen, what causes sickness? Are there separate causes for every illness, or is there one genetic reason why people become ill? Is the question. This may sound strange to most people, but among the people of the Black nation, in their natural environment, there is no illness, Black people. In our natural environment, there's no illness, Black folks. The body is the unity of all aspects of character, and neglecting one or more of them results in illness in the corresponding part of the body. Among our people in our natural environment, there is no neglecting of any part of our character. Among our people in our natural environment, there is no neglecting of any part of our character. We also know the proper foods to eat and the right time to eat them. So sickness does not have the slightest chance to exist. You know, we've been trained to eat between the hours of 4 and 6 p.m. One meal a day. Actually, I haven't eaten anything today. I'm fasting. You run all the toxins and poison out your body and know the right food to put in your body. And on top of that, you got to have the right thoughts. It said, even a common cold. Isn't it obvious that the common cold is caused by stress when the weather changes, especially from one season to the next? It exerts an external stress on the body. If the body is already under the internal stress of modern life, then you really become prey to viruses. If you could remove all internal stress, thereby restoring that aspect of your character, external stress would have no effect on your body. And you know, we live in a stressful world. The white man keeps stress on you 24/7. He do it on purpose. Don't he understand what he doing to you and I? Then we get used to carrying around all this type of stress. You all call trouble, but you don't know how to get rid of it. Some of you do fine for a little while. You look around 30, 40, 50 days later, you sick again. Something going on, or your energy level doesn't drop down. It says, it's almost impossible to remove internal stress. There's so much pressure in everyday modern life. Yes, this is the time for such things. It wasn't always this way, nor will it remain like this for much longer. See, there's a big change coming, Black folks. Big change. It says disease falls under two classes of cause: those caused by a deficiency in the individual's own character, and those imposed upon them due to a deficiency in someone else's character. This is what I'm saying. A lot of this is being imposed on due to the deficiencies in the ones that's in control on our planet today. The example you gave falls under the second class, where The deformity is not the result of a particular deficiency in that individual, but a character flaw in another person who then imposes on her by committing a crime against her. There are many examples of this type of imposition, some due to neglect, some unintended, resulting in deformity, trauma, addictions, and disease. One common example is improper or inadequate breastfeeding. I know a lot of mothers don't like breastfeeding. They had the pharmaceutical company went down and they stopped producing formula. White folks damn near went crazy. Didn't know how to feed their own damn baby with all that damn infant meal and whatever Similac and all that crap. Yeah, when I was coming up, with no damn infant meal, all of those type of stuff. You understand? And then the best thing to do is breastfeed your baby. All our children are best breastfed, and you see the difference. They're smarter, they're more healthier, they grow and develop much quicker. Understand what I'm saying? They're more happier, they have more positive mental attitude when they come through life. Y'all go to that damn cow milk. Even when we was coming up, I know they would have pet milk, carnation milk, put a little bit of syrup or whatever that in there, shake that crap up and put that stuff in the bottle. Hell, you were good to go. They even had goat milk. Some that couldn't drink Similac and all that other type of crap. But breastfeeding mothers is the best route. Then the kids don't have all the ear infection and earaches and all that old type of stuff. It's amazing how we have gotten away from the natural things that we need to do. A lot of mothers in modern society breastfeed their children very inadequately, if at all. Once a child has had mother's milk directly from her breast, there is no substitute that can take its place. But many women are advised to feed artificial formula to their children. The most common damage that results from this comes in adulthood in the form of cigarettes, addiction. Unbelievable as it may sound, a large percent of addiction to cigarettes is a result of insufficient time spent on the mother's breast. A cigarette company knows this. A desired cigarette, but the same color as a white woman's nipple, and make the rest of it white like milk to evoke those childhood memories. Not to mention the chemicals they add to make sure people stay addicted. Nicotine. Other drugs addiction are caused by the insufficient love given to the infants. Listen, who need it the most? Later in adulthood, I know people have been affected when they didn't get the love they needed from their mothers or their father. They're dealing with issues right now. Others experience the high of drugs. It reminds them of the paternal love that they experienced but a few times, and they have been yearning for ever since. After the first high, they seek in vain to recapture that feeling and thus become addicted. All such ignorant impositions can be removed easily by training all people from childhood to develop their character properly. Such training will result in proper ways of raising children. At present, this ignorance is passed from generation to generation. That's what we got now. Adding to that are the diseases that come from the person's own character deficiencies. Think about this, black folks. These are caused mostly by lack of character development or improper development as a child. That's the key. The biggest of these is the development of an improper. The biggest of these is the non-development of natural courage in children. So many children are raised in a condition of fear. They are taught to fear strangers, to fear their own parents, to fear the dark, and even their own fantasies that come from their imaginations. The instilling of fear destroys the natural fearlessness of courage that all children are born with. Children are not born with fear. And children will play with fire. If you don't stop them, or if that fire hit them, then they know, hey, me, I ain't going back to that. Neglecting to develop self-love in children warps their character. The most and results in a myriad of diseases such as diabetes, obesity, and so on. As we continue with biological genetics, I'll give more examples of other diseases and the character flaws that causes them. I just want to give you a little bit of this tonight. It says, plant food can thus be divided into three classes. They correspond to the three divisions of the human body: the head area, the chest area, and the internal parts and lower body. The plant has a correspondence to these three parts in exactly upside down way. In other words, the root of the plants correspond to the head area. Food like carrots and other edible roots nourish the brain and the head area, not potatoes though, which are not root but stems. Their roots are little hairs coming out of the tubers, so tubers are not root foods. Edible roots are thus positive or energizing foods. The stem of plants, which includes grain like wheat and beans, are chest foods and nourish the middle part of the body. These are neutral and staple foods. The third group are those that grow at the highest part of the plant, meaning the leaves and fruit. They harmonize the body's energy level. You got to practice how to eat to live. Although both men and women need all three kinds of food, women need the higher parts more, corresponding to the lower and middle body, and men need the lower part of the plant more, corresponding to the upper chest and head area. As far as specific foods to eat and how to eat them, it would take too long to list. Besides, an accurate book has been written on nutrition. It's a little book you can read in a day or two and has no equal as far as teachings on nutrition. No equal. And proper eating habits. It's called How to Eat to Live. Parts 1 and 2 by Elijah Muhammad, the most honorable, humble Elijah Muhammad. That's all I want to give you on that. You're going to eliminate a lot of sicknesses. You don't even have to have all these strokes, heart attacks, all these diseases that's coming up in our bodies, messing with our minds, because we eat nothing but poison in America. What you eat is directly correlated to how you think. You are, as they say, what you eat. You can look at a person and tell they eat a lot of meat. You can look at a person and say they eat a lot of hog. It look like a damn hog in most cases. No, fat, that thing, man, pumped up. But eating a lot of that red meat, you see the belly sticking out at about 5-6 months on the pregnant side, walking all slopped over. And you got that pep in the step, walking all slow. Eyes are scared and ashy. Eyes are yellowish or either red. Understand what I'm saying? You look at the fingernail, they're not clear. They got these brown stripes or turned brown on them. Understand? Skin ain't got a lick of glow in it at all. You see the woman is healthier than the man in most cases. I see couples, elderly couples. The brother barely make it. He on the walker damn near. In some cases they are. I see the wife, she slowed down, trying to make sure she don't leave the husband. Make sure he get on across the sidewalk into the store or something to that effect. Then you go in the store, you look at the things the people buy, nothing but poison. Ignorant, don't know they don't know. You understand what I'm trying to say, black folks? But the knowledge is here now. No, we died too early, we aged too early, because y'all on the white man's clock. You got a birthday every year. Hell, I was born once, that's it. Dig what I'm saying? I only had one birthday. That's it. I ain't never been on a white man's time in my life. You on this time, you headed to the grave for sure. You're gonna age too much, too fast, because you done lock your mind into the white man's matrix. What a man thinkers and believers, that's what the hell you're gonna get. Allahu Akbar. But moving right along, black folks, like I say, making preparation to go to Chicago, got some of the stuff packed already. Proper plan. Student enrollment. So you got to know who you are. You got to know your real estate. So I'm going to take you to school a little bit because this is what we got. It said, who is the original man? Is the question. Huh? It said the original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, the God of the universe. Telling you who you are tonight, black folks. Who is the colored man? Oh, the colored man is the Caucasian white man. Oh, Yaku grafted devil, the skunk of the planet Earth. Grafted devil. And when we think about it, we have grafted people out there ourselves because the white man came and went off into us, went off to our woman, started grafting a whole new people. That's why we got all type of black folks in America, from the dark to the lightest. Understand? That's why we got a lot of these devilish ways. Anything grafted is wicked and evil from original. It says, what is the population of the original man in the wilderness of North America and all over the planet Earth? The population of the original nation in the wilderness of North America is 17 million. This is where 19 Key come up with his 19 Key. With the 2 million in it, makes it 19 million. All over the planet Earth is 4,400,000,000. We outnumber this chump 11-1. What? The population of the colored people let me go back. What is the population of the colored people in the wilderness of North America? And all over the planet Earth is the question. The population of the colored people in the wilderness of North America is 103 million. All over the planet Earth is 400 million. That's all they got. 400 million. We 4,400,000,000. Now they talking about it damn near 8 million. I don't know for sure. Either way it goes, we still outnumber him 11-1. He's a minority on the planet. Got nerve to call us a damn minority. Look at the trickeration. No, you the minority. That's why you worried now, Billy Bob. Oh, yes. It says, what is the area square miles of the planet Earth is the question. How much is land? How much is water? Well, what is the square miles of your planet? Black folks, 196,940,000 square miles, period. The land is 57,255,000 square miles. Water is 139,685,000 square miles. There's more water on our planet than it is land at this time. Listen, what is the exact square mile of useful land that's used every day by the total population of the planet Earth? Huh? The useful land that's used every day by the total population of the planet Earth is 29 million square miles. The useful land. Out of 57,255,000 square miles, we use 29 million square miles. Original man uses 23 million square miles. The colored man uses 6 million square miles. Understand what I'm saying? You only got 6 million square miles. You go to Germany, Russia, and all them little old countries they got sitting around and blowed up the map. Look like they got the big old country on the map and stuff. Make Africa look small. Understand? But they ain't got but 6 million square miles of useful land that they have access to and they use. We got 23 million square miles. Black folks, look. What is the birth record of said nation of Islam? Listen, because you all are the nation of Islam. The said nation of Islam had no birth record. They had no beginning, nor what? Ending. We have no beginning. No one was here to record it. You understand what I'm trying to tell you, black folks? Time never was when man was not. Yeah, we was here before time. Or they even started making time. Black folks. It says, what is the birth record of the said nation of Islam? Just gave that. What is the birth record of said other than Islam? Buddhism is 35,000 years old. Christianity is nothing but 551 years old. That's it. It's a new religion on our planet. Buddhism, 35,000 years old. The great black Buddha. Sitting over there in China. A lot of them Asian countries, which they would deny. Ask your facts, knowing your real estate. It said the total area of land and water on the planet Earth, 196,940,000 square miles. The circumference of the planet is 24,896 miles, black folks. Say it again. The circumference of our planet is 24,896 miles. That's how the scientists, the great imam, the greatest scientists, this is what they use the circumference of the planet Earth for. They can look down the wheel of time 25,000 years and predict our future. They said it used to be 35,000 square miles before we had a great deportation of the moon, the great explosion on the planet Earth. They said the area of land is 57,255,000 square miles. The area of water is 139,685,000 square miles. The Pacific Ocean covers 68,634,000 square miles. This is our planet. We got to know it. The Atlantic Ocean covers 41,321,000 square miles. The Indian Ocean covers 29,430,000 square miles. Right? Lakes and rivers cover 1 million square miles on our planet. The hills and mountains cover 14 million square miles on our planet. The islands are 1,910,000 square miles on our planet. Deserts. The deserts are 4,861,000 square miles, black folks. Take this knowledge. Mount Everest is 29,141 feet high. It's 5,280 feet in a mile. The producing land is 29 million square miles. Listen, got the weight of the planet. The Earth weighs 6 sextillions, a unit followed by 21 cycles, zeros. How far is the Earth from the sun? The Earth is 93 million miles from the sun. The Earth travels at a rate of 1,037 1/3 miles per hour. We're moving on a spaceship right now. Light travels at a rate of 186,000 miles per second. Sound travels at a rate of 1,120 feet per second. Listen, black folk, the diameter of the sun is 830,000 miles. The diameter of the sun is 853,000 square miles. And then let me correct that again. The diameter of the sun is 853,000 miles. Listen, we got the knowledge. Allah, the Mahdi, gave this knowledge to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad because he measured all of this and weighed everything. It said the weight of the atmosphere 11 2/3 quintillion pounds. The atmosphere has been weighed, black folks. Roll over to the staff and see if you can get this. The Earth's atmosphere is 6 miles high. It said the total amount of atoms and weight equals 4 quintillion pounds. 4 quintillion pounds. Quintillion. The total amount of atoms in weight equals 4 quintillion pounds. Think about that. The atom's been weighed, black folks. Black man God. Allahu Akbar. It said the Great Pyramid at Giza weighs 4 billion pounds. It consists of 2,300,000 blocks. Each block weighing an average of 2.5 tons or 5,000 pounds. It is 481 feet high and covers 13 acres. The city of Mecca covers 4 square miles, 16 miles in area. Let's give you a little knowledge on that, black folks, tonight. You go back whenever you want to and check your real estate. This is why, I'm fully confident of what's coming. That's why I can move different on the planet. I know every room in my house. Understand what I'm saying, black folks? Take over time. Knowledge is power if you execute it, if you use it, and put it in the right perspective. Understand? Just like Honorable Elijah Muhammad was up on artificial intelligence way before it come into the scene. Let me tell you what the messenger said. He said artificial intelligence made and learned intelligence from a scheme to control what a person does. A mind that doesn't perceive truth at its root. A narrow-minded person who only perceives the present time and event as truth. Let me read that back. Artificial intelligence made and learned intelligence from a scheme to control what a person does. Listen. A mind that doesn't perceive truth at its root. A narrow-minded person who only perceives the present time and events as truth. It says, divine intelligence, the ability to perceive truth, to know and understand the order and function of the physical universe, our environment, and ourselves mentally and physically. That's divine intelligence. Ain't nothing in our universe gonna succeed this, brothers and sisters. We use this so-called artificial intelligence to benefit ourselves. That's why I like the BWO and what them brothers and sisters over there teach. You understand what I'm saying? Because we need to get up on this technology. We need to get up on it, then eventually get ahead of it. Because the problem with AI is that the people that's in control of it. But everything has to have a balance. We had technology in the past. This ain't the first time we had computers. But our ancestors knew that you had to have everything has to be balanced out. And this is the problem because the white man don't understand that aspect of it. Because he's a capitalist. He's just a taker. He ain't trying to balance the damn thing at all. Look at the condition of the planet. It says, what is the birthright question? Listen, man is God of himself. Listen, his environment and the universe in which we live. That's our problem. First of all, black folks in America don't know they got it. We damn sure don't have control over our environment, do we? Nope. That's why we got so much hatred, jealousy, and envy, sickness, and death going on right now. Because we don't control our environment. We got stress and trauma all over the damn place. It says, every person and people by the right of their birth are inheritors of what their ancestors before them have done. Listen, all the material they have acquired. We inherit the good and the bad, and the responsibility to continue what they have done or correct the wrong. That's our responsibility. Black people, get up and accomplish what you will. Either way, we will be judged in our lives by what we do in accord with the history we have inherited. We inherited all of this. What we gonna do with it? Are we just gonna sit back and cry all day long about what white folks are doing to us on the planet? We have a responsibility to correct the wrongs that's done to our ancestors and continuously being done to us today. And we have to take the good and build upon the good that our ancestors gave us. You got to learn how to tap back into your ancestors, black folks. You got to learn how to call on them. You got to know how to go to the earth. Draw all that negative energy up out of you. Replace all that negative mental attitude with a positive mental attitude. We're going to touch on that a little bit tonight, not long. It said Allah, or either God, a person, or people of divine intelligence. The original man and master of truth and justice. The original man is the master of truth and just, I say, master. Understand? That's why we crying for it. Day and night, 24/7, 365. With justice, freedom, justice, and equality. Because we don't have it. But the divine man is the master of it all. Oh, yeah. It says, man, a civilized person of mature intelligence that will obey the laws of civilization. Man, a civilized person of mature intelligence that will obey the laws of civilization. I say mature intelligence. Woman, a civilized person of mature intelligence who are inclined to follow their instincts and emotions. Understand what I'm trying to say, black folks? A child, a person who must be controlled because of their limited knowledge. And that's why I say we like children, because we have such a limited knowledge and understanding of the day and time that we're living in and who we are. That's why we're being controlled by someone other than us. Satan, a person of civilized intelligence who is rebellious against the divine truth and knowledge. Say that again. Satan, a person of civilized intelligence who is rebellious against divine truth and knowledge. Well, the devil. The devil, an unintelligent, fearful person who is easily ruled by fear and emotion. Devil, unintelligent, fearful person is easily ruled by fear and emotion. Hell, that sounds like us. Ruled by fear and emotion. By the case of unintelligence, because we don't understand. We don't have a knowledge of self. Understand, like I say, we've been made little devils by the great Satan. Oh, yes. It says female, the flesh form of life that carries the seed of reproduction to its birth. In ancient time, when the entire planet was called Asia, the leaders of the original people decided to bring all human life into the knowledge and understanding of themselves as the divine God of creation. Come on, black folks, listen now. Until that decision was taken, the true history and knowledge of man was known only to a few men who were leaders of the great masses of people. When this decision was made, some of the leaders did not agree with it. Yet the plan was set in motion. The leaders who decided to enlighten the masses were opposed by those who feared their position and privilege would be disturbed, because the masses of people whom they felt superior to would be as wise as themselves. Come on, black man, black woman. It's our time now. This rebellion was against truth, meaning that it was against the advancement of the human family. They rebelled against the truth. God said man must know the truth. Those that was holding the truth didn't want to get it to the people because it kept them in position. But that's over with now. That's why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the messenger of Allah, is on the scene today to give you the truth. That was his mission. Listen. It says, they did not want the mass of people what they were. They did not want the mass of people who they were in authority over to grow into the knowledge of themselves as God as they had previously known before. They fall from power from breaking the divine law. Since they wanted to keep the people down to the knowledge of themselves and God, and because the righteous leaders, God had devised a plan to enlighten the mass of the people. Those leaders who had become unrighteous leaders, Satan, decided to use God's plan to oppose the divine enlightenment of the people. They started to oppose God. Think about this. This is what we got going on today, black folks. Only men of divine intelligence have what is known as creative or original minds. Listen, only the men of a divine intelligence have what is known as creative or original minds, and people who rebel. See, we have divine intelligence. They come up with all that AI and we can use that to benefit us. But it will never be the greater intelligence than divine intelligence. I don't give a damn what they come up with. Allah Akbar. Moving right along, black folks. This is a little piece on how to think. It says concentrate on problems at hand. Concentrate on define the problem first and foremost. We need to concentrate on this devil. That's why I be coming on every week. We done defined the problem. We done broke it down. We need to concentrate on the problem and solve it now. Black folks, this is the way we think it. Apply logic to make coherent and relevant. Apply logic to make coherent and relevant. Make your conclusion from facts you have gathered from observation. Learn how to be a trained up observer, black people. Apply logic to make coherent and relevant. Make your conclusion from facts you have gathered from observation. Well, we got a lot of facts we done observed with this beast. Get clear facts and sound information from observations. Fit your various observations together. Make them add up. Everything in mathematics. Imagination can be creative, thinking, or daydreaming. Memory gives extra information for thoughts tucked away in your minds. Judgment. With all facts in hand, you must judge wisely. You understand what I'm saying, black folks? It said, good thoughts leads to wise actions. This is the purpose of thoughts. Allah said, think 5 times before you do anything. This is part of the FOI code. Think at least 5 times before you even open your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? So the excitement leads the way to mind. That means you're not in control of your mind. That's what I'm trying to tell you, folks. Let's see what else we got. Two types of remembrance. In general, idea. Word for word or memorized. It says try to get meaning. Understanding is the first step to remembering. Understand the material. It says visualize things you want to remember. Use your mind, black folks. Start using visualization. Pick out key ideas. Forget useless information. It said repeat and use what you have learned, black folks. It says concentration gets work done faster. Learn how to concentrate. Understand? Learn how to put your mind to the task. Block out every damn thing else. Give it full attention. Shut out other things. Select out from all things around. One thing to concentrate on. It said take a few minutes, rest, relax before concentrating so intensively. Begin with questions. What good question? Attention. What good question? Attention that can be more fixed and eliminate distraction. It says ways to cultivate a mental attitude leading to peace and happiness. Let me read that back. Ways to concentrate, to cultivate a mental attitude leading to peace and happiness. This is what y'all trying to get to. Fill your mind with thoughts of peace, courage, health, and hope. Always keep aware of the things around you. Always stay aware of the things around you. You know, I'm security man because I'm always aware of everything around me. Even the cars. When I see a new car, you understand? I understand what I'm saying. Or you can see somebody walking down the street on a hot day with an overcoat. Or somebody approaching you with their hands in their pocket or behind their back. Understand what I'm saying? But moving right along. Always keep aware of things around you. Expect ingratitude. Expect that. That's the lay of the land. But don't let it affect you. Expect it. You notice that? Say count your blessings and your troubles. I always count my blessings. Very appreciative of the day and time that I'm living in right now. Because I understand the blessing that Allah has bestowed upon me. Understand what I'm saying? Most of my troubles I can handle. One way or the other. Some might take a little more time than others. Understand? But either I can solve it or it's out my hand and it's in the will of Allah. But I ain't gonna sit up day and night and worrying and stressing my damn self out. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm not carrying around stuff that happened to me in the past. I'll use it as a learning experience. Allahu Akbar. It says, try to profit from your losses. There's a lesson in everything. If you take it and look for the good, It said create happiness for others. Understand what I'm trying to say, black folk? Create happiness for others. Can you do it? Make sure they deserve it, though. Remember that unjust criticism is often a disguised compliment. Do the very best you can. Analyze your own mistakes and criticize yourself. This is so key. Analyze your mistakes. Look at the mistakes you've made. And then you sit back and say, damn. I said, damn, no, that was wrong. And criticize yourself. Don't do it again. It says, ask others for constructive criticism. It says, rest before you get tired. Learn to relax at work. It said, if you're a housewife, protect your health and appearance by relaxing at home. It said, put enthusiasm in your work. See, what else we got here? It says, you may see, but not assert what you see. It's important to assert because observation are the best ways to learn. It said, a wise man learns from others' mistakes, and a fool learns what? From his own. It says, all sciences begin with observation. You can learn a lot about how people behave. Imagination can be creative thinking, or imagination can be creative thinking. A new world awaits your discovery through observation, and always be alert. Always, black folks. It says, make it possible for your people to contribute their ideas by inviting suggestions, by consulting with your people in your overall planning. You give them a sense of participation that makes the objective of your, let's leave that part out. It says, rule for making your home life happier. Don't nag, brothers and sisters. Don't try to make your partner over. Don't criticize. Give honest appreciation. Pay a little attention. Be courteous. So read a book on the sexual side of marriage. How to face trouble. Ask yourself, what is the worst that can possibly happen? Prepare to accept the worst. Try to improve on the worst. Remind yourself of the exorbitant price you can pay for worry in terms of your health. Techniques in analyzing worry. Get all the facts. Weigh all the facts. Then come to a decision. Once the decision is reached, act. Act, black folks, right? And answer the following question. What is the problem? What are the causes of the problem? Listen. What are all possible solutions? Come on. What is the best solution? Now, how to break the worry habit. Because a lot of y'all worry. I mean, a lot of you just worry, especially mothers. A lot of y'all worry unnecessarily. And mothers, you all need to start coming with more of a positive mental attitude so you can project your thought out into that situation that you worry about. A lot of you worry about your children. And you would think the worst pertaining to that situation. Not knowing, but you worry. And it might not even be that way. 9 times out of 10, it's not like that. So project a positive mental attitude. Throw that positive mental energy out there to the into the universe and send to that person that you're worried about. You know, you can project thoughts and energy. You can send thoughts and energy to an individual. Why don't you try it sometimes? It says, even on a collective basis, how to break the word, how to keep busy. Don't fuss about trifles. Use the law, listen, use the law of averages to outweigh your worries. Listen, cooperate with the inevitable. Decide just how much anxiety a thing may be worth and refuse to give it more. Understand what I'm saying? Y'all give it all of yourself. Some of it ain't worth that much. Look, and don't worry about the past. That's the biggest problem we get. We worrying about the past. All right. That's all I'm gonna give you on that tonight, black folks. Just a few tidbits. These are teachers from all humble lives and humble black people. This is how we stay on top of our demon. This is how we stay on top of our game in the belly of the beast. And we're not sitting up here worrying about this devil 24/7, day and night. You understand what I'm saying? Because we know the end result belongs to us. We the gods. Believe in yourself, black folks. Believe in yourself and do good on the planet. It says, take possession of your mind. And I'm almost finished. Take possession of your mind is the master key to winning, to owning your destiny. Pick up the key and put it in the lock. Take possession of your own mind. Take it up out the white man's world. It's the master key to owning your destiny. Pick up the key and put it in the lock. Decide now to operate this power that's stronger than poverty and a lack of education. And that's greater than all the fears and superstitions combined. Listen, how will you ever discover the true power of what you carry inside of you if you don't take the courage to unveil it? Come on, black folks. Make your vision expand as well as your perception. And this is what we really got to develop, black folks, our vision and our perception of this world. Without proper knowledge, it's hard to get the proper perception of this world because you're not a trained observer. You don't know what you're really seeing, what you're really hearing from this evil, sinful, wicked, and accursed world and government that we live in up under. Understand what I'm saying, black folks? It's trying to take your soul and keep your mind locked into their matrix through the media. Listen, use your imagination to request. Use your imagination, listen now, to request what you want instead of preparing for what you don't want. Speak it to the universe. Command it. What you want. Hell, we waste more time praying. And a lot of times, what you should be doing is commanding, or demanding, or commanding, or requesting that what you want. But then get in motion to manifest it. Be careful what you think. You understand? Because you could accidentally manifest something. That's how powerful the mind is. You understand what I'm saying? The mind is very, 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 very powerful. What you think on, you bring it into existence. But our mind is so stuck in the gutter, we bring in a lot of negative energy, a lot of negative manifestation, because the rulers of this world, that's what you see all across the planet. Understand? It's a negative manifestation of the minds of the people who rule this planet right now. Listen. We teach people how to treat us by the way they see us treating ourselves. You don't treat yourself well, the next person have your kids about yourself. Why should I? Remind yourself about the things you appreciate about your life experience instead of focusing on what's missing. Listen, black folks. Remind yourself about the things you appreciate. I do. I reflect on that appreciation factor all the time. I am highly, highly appreciative of the life I've been dealt, my family, my life in particular, my plan that I have for myself, the way I want to move on this planet, where I'm striving to get into the core of the will of Allah, and I understand all the things that Allah has bestowed upon Basheer, Farad Muhammad. So I'm grateful and thankful. Period. Allah, the Mahdi, has blessed me in so many, many, many ways. Black folks, I appreciate all that Allah has blessed. When Allah bless you with something, show him appreciation. If he bless you with a new car, a new home, show him how you appreciate it. Keep the car clean. Take care of your home. He bless you with a beautiful child. Take care of it. Show Allah, I appreciate your gift that you bestowed upon me. Teach it and train it well. Keep it clean. Teach it well. Take care of your home. If Allah bless you with a good woman, vice versa, a good man, appreciate it. Don't take it for granted. Appreciate it, black folks, because we get so far in life, we take every damn thing for granted. No, you got to show Allah you appreciate that which he bestows upon you. Allahu Akbar. I'm almost finished now. It says, educate yourself. Learning requires analyzing and understanding the information that's been provided to you. Understand? 19 keys, them would be teaching some heavy knowledge out here. Y'all listen, because they're taking you in the right direction. And come to understand the information that you've been given. The easiest way to learn something new is to find a connection to something you already know, black folks. This is the best time to be alive, black people. To see the change come in. To see what our ancestors prayed for when they was in bondage. When they prayed for one to come and give them freedom. When they had thoughts and dreams of a world as a free human being. They prayed for the Mahdi. When the cries of our ancestors, one will come and be a savior unto the people. Well, he's here. Master Farad Muhammad, the great Mahdi, is here. Our ancestors called him into existence. Now let's get the job done. Let's go for our freedom. Let's build a mighty, mighty nation, a righteous nation. Right here in the belly of the beast, come together and form group operations. Start holding meetings in your home. Start having conversations. Start having conversations on how we can progress on a collective basis. But it starts with you. We waiting for something other than ourselves to get the job done. No, it starts with you. Like minds come together. Bottom line. Understand what I'm saying? Black folks. So I'm grateful, black people. I'm on my demon. I know the purpose. We must learn how to serve. We must not become takers. Like I told you, we have to learn how to bring happiness to other people. Bring that happy feeling back on the planet in the black nation where we can have some peace, real love, and understanding amongst ourselves, black folks. That so-called schisms that we have amongst ourselves in the black families, in the black nation, it's gonna go away. Once we get back on our divine intelligence. We got that niggly attitude right now. That's why you call yourself niggers all the time. Understand? Back in my days, though, you couldn't have did it because you'd have got knocked off or beat up. But the white man went back into the social science lab and started putting out all this foolishness. And this generation bought into it because they never had to stand for anything. All they did was roll the wave. Now it's your turn now. You're going to have to stand up. Got to get the job done. We've had to go into our communities, clean them up. Got to go into our communities and clean them up. I had watched a movie the other night. Just ran into it actually, called The Council. Some of it got some good parts in it. Some of it's, Hollywood gonna throw things off, mixed truth or falsehood. But it was a group of men. You understand that what it caught my eye when it came on, there was some men, the police had just murdered somebody. And the sister, she was upset and screaming and hollering at the police. And one police officer started getting back at her and stuff like that and talk crazy to her like he wanted to approach her. Then the brother stepped up. They said, no, not today. He said, you got to speak to our sister better than that. Understand? Said, we will not allow it. Understand? And they stood shoulder to shoulder, toe to toe, ready to roll. And they had another group of brothers that came in, talking about they was using the word Allah, this, that, and another. And so the other group of brothers approached him and said, brother, we see you show up all the time. And you show up about around the time that the cameras show up. We said, but are you going to help bury this individual, help the family? The brother had nothing to say. You understand what I'm saying? You had one brother named Khalid. He was a straight soldier though. And he said, I'm tired of doing things the way I've been told. You understand? So Khalid was more dangerous than the rest of them, but they ended up killing Khalid. You understand? But I'm gonna let that part alone. But you know, we got to have a group of men out here. Understand what I'm saying? To form a certain brotherhood, to protect our communities, and stand up for righteousness, freedom, justice, and equality, and have no fear. Know how to develop and use various techniques to get the job done. Know how to come together in unity, be highly trained and disciplined. Understand? And they went around as well to the drug dealers. It was the one drug dealer that sent the brother, give him a warning. Understand? They looking at the brother like he crazy because he came by himself. They pulled guns, all type of stuff. Understand? Who is this such and such? Get on up by, he said, well, you've been warned. So they eventually came back. You understand what I'm saying? But they came back ready this time. They did. They shut him down. They told the brother he had to get out of town and don't come back, which he was hard-headed. He didn't go, so they went to his house. You understand? And what they did was, since he was selling all them drugs to the people, so the brothers came in and his daughter was there. She's about 8, maybe 9. They said, since you want to sell drugs, then you're going to see how you like it if we put this needle and shoot your baby in the arm with this dope, this heroin. Of course, he didn't want that. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I do whatever you say. Because they had the little sister. What they going to do it now, I don't know. They're going to pop it with that needle that's full of heroin. Understand? So the brother eventually had to vacate. Understand what I'm saying? Because these are some of the things that are getting ready to go down, black folks. We do have guys out here that's ready to roll. Just waiting for that trumpet to blow. You understand what I'm saying? And I teach like this, brothers and sisters, because we live in a paradigm of fear. And you don't hear black men talking truth to power, talking strong. Or done live through all these situations. Most of them I'm telling you about, I done through there already. Understand what I'm saying? But we got to have courageous men. We got to have that example for our people. Thoughts and things. You understand? We can't go directly to war with the white man because he got all the weapons and all the hospitals and manufacture all the bullets. But we non-aggressive. But if you aggress us, we fight to the death. And if you all continue to destroy our community, you're destroying one another. We're going to set that clean glass up first. Then we come knocking on your door, partner. And then we know all the powers that be going to come against us. Your main opponent going to be the government of America. They're going to flip the script like they trying to protect the community, but they're allowing all the drugs and all the foolishness to come in now. And then we come in and reestablish our community, brothers and sisters. Bring in industry. Bring in an educational system that apply directly to us that will lift us up out our condition. Because the public school system is actually obsolete. But they're teaching. Once you learn how to read and write and comprehend, a lot of times I had children in the high school couldn't comprehend what they read. Understand what I'm saying? That's a failure on the school system. But we had in our school 4 or 5 years old doing pre-algebra. Dig what I'm saying? Take over time, black folks. It's our time. And we intend to move on it. We're going to take our planet back because Allah is here to war for us. We just have to learn to submit to that true and living God, whatever name you all want to put on it. Understand what I'm saying? We got to submit and quit submitting to the devilish ways that we've been put up on and taught by this white boy. And a lot of y'all know the stuff y'all doing ain't right, but you do it anyway because you have no fear of God. You pretend like you're in religion. Some of you pretend like you're a Christian. Some of you pretend like you're Muslims. Understand? But you're doing every damn thing that God say don't do, and you know that's what you're not supposed to be doing, but you're doing it anyway. Why are you doing it? You got that damn weak? Or you become arrogant? Huh? Have you become arrogant while you would challenge the Creator, the God Himself, that brought you on this planet? Huh? Black folks? No, we got to change now. We have to change. You all know what your problem is on the inside. Correct it. Understand? Do good on the planet. Be fearless and courageous. Be highly intelligent. Black folks, quit following everybody. Seek out true knowledge. Learn to support one another. Learn how to protect one another. Understand? Come up with comprehensive plans of advancement. That's all we got to do, black folks. We good. That's all we got to do, black folks. We good. Y'all just don't know who you backed by. I'm going to talk these talks from now on, but not only that, see, I'm going to execute it. That's the key. Get this knowledge and execute it. Don't sit on it, execute it. Muslims, execute. Muslims, execute the teaching of the Honorable Muhammad Elijah Muhammad. Muslims, you say you love the minister, then execute for the man. Let him see all this hard work he done put in for all these years and made all these sacrifices come for fruition. You understand? Let's build a nation that we can call our own, highly advanced. Understand? So that's pretty much all I want to say tonight, black folks. Always an honor and a pleasure. I appreciate those that come in. I appreciate all the strong black men and women that's sitting out here now. Take care of your families, teach your children, work together, man and woman on a collective basis. Let's get on. Black man, let's build our own nation. And when we got our own nation, this so-called modern woman talking about $100,000 man, but what's she gonna do with the man that got his own nation? Understand what I'm saying? Take that crap off the tape. Nation time. I say Muhammad. I say Muhammad's got the devil on the run. Run, devil, run. Up, 2, 3, 4. Allahu Akbar. Chop that head off, player. All good. So, good night, black folks. It's always an honor and enjoyment to come before you. And I don't take this lightly at all, but so I thank you all for tuning in tonight. Stay safe, stay strong, stay black, and develop a vision. Because eventually we're going to put some things together where we can put some things on the ground. That's what I mean, I'm going to execute. Because I know how our people operate. We don't put something on the ground that you can observe and you connect to. Understand? We need academies really all around. We need training facilities all around to get our people back up and running. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Good night, stay safe. Allah.